Countless delays kept pushing back the trial of Aaron Dean. Jury selection began today in a high-profile murder trial of the former Fort Worth police officer. Aaron Dean is charged in the death of Atatiana-Jefferson.
Yeah, police say Dean was responding to a welfare check at her home and saw an open front door. Jefferson's 8-year-old nephew was in the room when she was shot and killed. This morning, there was an air of uncertainty over whether the trial could finally get started after the sudden death of defense attorney Jim Lane. Tanya Iser is live at the courthouse. How many potential jurors did they bring in?
Well, Jim Lane, they brought down about 200 potential jurors, and by all appearances, Jim Lane's death is not going to affect this trial going forward. Back in May, the prior judge had told the defense team to be ready to go with or without Lane because it was pretty clear he was having a lot of health issues. Now, all the jurors were given, potential jurors were given a 25-page questionnaire to fill out. And out of those 200 potential jurors, more than half had heard about the case or knew something about the case. Dean's defense attorneys, now they have been asking for a change of venue due to the intense publicity surrounding the case. The former officer's attorneys also told the judge that the neighbor who made that call that led to that welfare check was photographed outside the courthouse holding a sign that said "Justice for Atatiana-Jefferson." The judge asked that he be brought up to the courtroom, but when they got down there to get him, he had already left. And the judge has requested that he be brought to the courtroom tomorrow morning to be sworn in. So if he does it again, potentially he could be held in contempt.
All right, so Tanya, before you go, when is this trial expected to get underway formally, and what do you expect for the rest of the week?
Well, on Wednesday, the 109 potential jurors who have heard something about this case are going to come back for individual questioning. Now, the mere fact that they've heard something about the case doesn't mean they can't be a juror, but they're going to want to know what they know and will it affect their ability to be impartial. The rest of the jurors, about 80 people, will be back on Thursday for questioning, and what the judge wants is by Friday to have 12 jurors and 2 alternates to be seated so this trial can start on Monday. Now, if that doesn't happen, he has said he will call 200 more potential jurors next week. It's very clear this judge wants to get a jury and that he wants to keep this case in Tarrant-County. Back to you.
All right, Tanya, thank you very much. And for the latest on Jim Lane's death and the Aaron Dean trial, make sure you're following Tanya's social channels as well as WFAA.com, WFAA Plus, and YouTube.